do views matter?
So, views matters, but it's also about qualified views. Someone who's getting 80K views, but it's like the wrong ICP, compared to someone getting 3K views per video consistently, and it's all people who are your direct ICP, that 3K views a video person is probably going to earn more.
This is Ritesh Verma. He's 25 and he went from quitting his six-figure software engineering job to building an AI coaching business completely from his personal brand that recently hit more than $100,000 in a single month.
Right now, my entire objective from this podcast is to help people who are just starting out in their coaching spaces.
In this episode, we go deep on the entire mission behind the business, how to create an offer that people cannot deny, and how do you stay consistent and scale beyond 10K a month.
But otherwise, if you're just starting out, you probably lack that creative knowledge of how to be original but still have proven formats in a way. I would just look at what other creators in the industry are doing and try to copy their formats. In the beginning, it's totally fine just copying.
Okay.
So many creators do that all the time.
Block your calendar, sit back, grab your notes for the only masterclass you need in 2026 to scale your business from scratch. Tiaro, welcome Mr. Ritesh Verma to the
Thank you,
podcast, the first ever episode of Creativepreneur OS. Thanks for being here once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Pleasure.
Sure, bro. So you recently had more than 100K a month. So, which means you've gone through each and every single level in the space of coaching and info. So, tell me, what is that one thing that is stopping all the coaches out there? Give me a bunch of things that is stopping all the coaches out there to go from, even from 0 and 10K a month, 50K a month, as well as 100K months as well.
Yeah, I think 0 to 10K month is just, you can get that through word of mouth or just content, right? 0 to 10K month will definitely just be content. And once you start posting, you can probably hit your first 10K month within a month of posting, as long as it's intentional content. And then from 10K to 30K, I'd say just getting more numbers, views-wise, top of the funnel content. From 30K to 50K, you really have to start dialing in your funnel, right? You got to make sure that wherever people are going to your landing page or whatever, you are filtering out leads, you have type forms, you have your Calendly set up, and your speed to lead is high. So anytime someone actually books a call with you and you grab their number, you're actually texting them immediately, or if your sales rep or your setter is actually texting them.
So those are systems, right? So let's go deeper into them, once we go into the podcast, because I have a bunch of things that I want to ask you of each and every category. But right now, if you were to point out 5 things that is missing out in most of the coaches out there in the industry right now, who are not able to reach those kind of numbers, what would that be?
I'd say you have no long form nurturing content. Your closer stinks. 3 more. No, you have no system of top of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, middle of the funnel content. You suck at what you're doing. So most coaches, 90% of coaches just suck at what they're doing, right? So they have crazy high churn, horrible reputation. And then finally, they aren't upskilling themselves. I think, for example, personal branding right now, AI is the biggest thing, and incorporating AI and personal branding together is what you have to do if you want to stick out as a personal branding coach. But most personal branding coaches aren't thinking like that. So they're behind the curve.
Got
So
it.
it's upskilling yourself, staying on top of everything.
No, that makes complete sense. The last point that you spoke about, right? Upskilling. I think that's something that no one talks really about, right? This is a perspective that I've actually not heard before. Let's talk about some of the myths, right? A lot of people, you've already made so much amount of money every single month consistently, hitting 5 figures, and recently hit 100K as well. Let's ask the most popular question out here. Does views matter?
So it's funny, 'cause I had a conversation with one of my team members about this. We actually had a back and forth.
Yeah.
So, views matters, but it's also about qualified views. Someone who's getting 80K views, but it's the wrong ICP and it's people that wouldn't buy your coaching.
Yeah.
Compared to someone's getting 3K views per video consistently, and it's all people who are your direct ICP, that 3K views a video person is probably going to earn more for that month. So views does matter, but it's about your quantity of qualified views. So if you're getting 80K qualified views, you're printing. If you're getting 80K qualified views, but for most people that's really hard. But views does matter, yes. If you have to get a yes or no, it'll be yes.
Okay, so views definitely matter. But you managed to make so much amount of money with less than 100K subscribers on your YouTube.
Yeah, but 100K subscribers on YouTube is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So I think for example, my videos on YouTube average around 5 to 6K now. But even when it was 2 to 3K, I was able to make multiple 5 figures.
Yeah.
It's my content's very business heavy, using AI for your business or building AI businesses. So like everyone who's watching those videos is an entrepreneur who they understand the idea of investing in yourself to propel yourself forward. So it's qualified people.
Got it. Because the assumption that a lot of coaches out there, or even creators, right? They think they need millions of views, like millions of followers to make 10K a month. Even like 10K a month, they think that they need so much amount of followers. But again, like what you just said is something that really matters is the quality of your viewers is actually what matters here than the quantity of your viewers, right? Or do they like have an equilibrium towards that?
I mean, ideally, the more views, the more qualified views, the better. But
Yeah.
like, you want to focus more on the quality of the view versus the quantity. Because like I said, you can have 80K views that aren't your ICP, and they're just not gonna buy whatever you're
Okay.
selling.
Let's think of it in this perspective. For someone who's just starting out to build a coaching business right now, what is that metric that he needs to really look at? I mean, like either whether it's the quality of the videos or whether it's the quantity of the number of videos that he's posting out.
If you're just starting out, focus on quantity, not quality, because you're not gonna have the idea of creating good content down anyways in the beginning. So you might as well just get your reps in and you make a bunch of mistakes and learn how to create better content versus just over analyzing every individual piece of content and then only shooting out 5 reels in a month.
Yeah.
So it's just not worth it.
All right. After that, like that's like the biggest misconception that a lot of people have. So right now, my entire objective from this podcast is, to help people, especially who are just starting out in their coaching spaces. Like, for example, people making less than 10K a month or maybe 10K a month who wants to get to 50K a month, or someone who's just starting out who wants to get to 10K a month. So let's discuss that category first, who wants to get to 10K a month. And then later part of the episode, let's talk about what is the coach who's making 10K a month need in order to get to 50K a month, 100K a month in general. So let's start away with, first of all, offers, right? Because that's the most important thing. That I think that is what actually does the heavy lifting in any kind of service-based business that you're doing here. So let's talk about like, how do you build an offer that is irresistible?
The irresistible offer, the grand slam offer.
Yeah,
from what he
exactly.
says.
Yeah.
I think one, your offer has to match up with your content. Otherwise, it's gonna be off. Because your ICP has some sort of idea what your offer is gonna be. But if it's completely left field, then it's gonna turn them off and it'll make the closing process hard.
But what you just said only applies to people who are creating content before, right?
Yeah.
What if I'm this guy called Varshat, right? Let's assume that I do not have any content. I don't have a personal brand yet. I am, I'm 22 right now and I want to start a coaching business. I know a lot about AI, just like you, but I have no platform, no foundations, nothing.
Yeah. In that case, so your offer should just be 100% results based. Like you can charge like a one-time upfront, but you have to have a pretty like giving refund policy.
No, think of me like I know how. Sorry, what do you say? I haven't read Alex Hormozy books. I know nothing about offers. What
Okay.
exactly is an offer? How do you actually build a
I
coaching
mean,
business
an
from
offer
scratch?
is what you're presenting someone to actually buy whatever you're selling,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So to present a good offer, first you have to architect it, So the main hook, the tagline, right? Like, what are you going to give to the business? Whether, let's say you have an agency.
Yeah.
I'll get you 120 qualified leads a month. I'll get you 20 book calls a month on your calendar, right? That's a tagline. After that, you want the subtext. Like, how are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, we install an AI delivery system that reaches out to leads and gets you book calls.
The mechanism.
The mechanism, right?
Yeah.
And then finally, you want to have like the guarantee or the safety net.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't get 80 book calls per month on your calendar, you get a full refund or we work for free, either or. So that's the architecture of the offer that you want to start with. And if you're completely in the beginning, just present that to people you know. Like in your close network, your friends, reach out to some business owners, do outreach, honestly. You don't have to start creating content. Just do outreach, see if you can get someone. And once you do get someone, then deliver, like try your absolute best to deliver. If that works out, then you can start magnifying your offer and like create content around it and scaling it.
Got it. What do you think makes a bad offer and a good offer?
I think a bad offer is like something that's not clear. Like for example, in the AI niche, everyone says if you're running an AI agency, they always say this: we are going to streamline your operations. Like,
Yeah,
what does
yeah,
that mean,
the-
man?
yeah,
Yeah, you
I-
hear all the
yeah,
time. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, what does that mean? You hear it all the time. But like, so that's a horrible offer because that's too general.
Yeah.
And so someone doesn't really know how you're solving their pain. That first line should literally be a line that tells someone how you're solving their pain. If it's not, it's too general of an offer.
Got it. So the first one is the pain. Talk about what exactly are you solving.
Yeah.
So the next one.
The next one is the mechanism. How are you going to do it for them?
Okay. So what is like a bad example of a bad mechanism for this offer?
Again, if it's too general, like I think, let's see, what's a bad mechanism? Man, I'm not used to bad offers anymore. What's a bad mechanism? I think, yeah, man, if it's just too general, like we will get you 80 book calls on your calendar with our. Oh, some people don't even have a mechanism. Some people don't even have a mechanism in their offer, right?
Okay, yeah.
Which makes it doesn't
So I
make it
just
clear.
operate do the, what do you say, automations for your operations.
Yeah, like we'll streamline your operations with our automations. There you go. That's literally what it is, right?
Yeah.
So again, the tagline's too broad, and so is the mechanism. Like we're just gonna install our operations. Give it some name.
Okay.
Like we'll install our FLAG AI proprietary AI system. I don't know
Okay.
what FLAG stands for, but
Yeah.
whatever the case
So
might
it's like a branding.
be. Yeah,
way of-
branding thing. It sounds
Yeah.
niche,
Yeah.
proprietary.
I'll tell you what the problem is. A lot of people think the industry is already saturated. So everyone thinks like, hey, there are people like Ritesh already who's doing the same thing. Why should I do the same thing? What do you have to say about that?
I'd say it's like I get that POV, but you have to understand there's so many people in this world that
Yeah.
like want to do whatever you're
Yeah.
training them on or coaching them on, and you're probably ahead of them in some sort of capacity. So think about all the people who want to do what you're doing and are behind you. There's probably millions.
Yeah.
So you only need a fraction of that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's saturated. But I mean, think about AI coaching. It's like there's so many AI coaches now.
Yeah.
You also have to understand most of them are garbage.
Yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
if you could just deliver better than like the average person, you're automatically in top 50% now.
Yeah.
So you can get a higher share of the market.
And I think just to add on to this point, I also think about communities in general, right? When you have a personal brand, when I have a certain USP that I have, maybe it can be me speaking in Telugu, which is from India, or maybe I'm an international student, right? And I can have a completely separate community for me who follows me because they relate to me. And maybe if I even copy the exact same offer that you're selling right now, I think like I'll be able to pull that off, right? Do you think that's
Yeah. Because some people will buy into who you are, right? Versus like you can be selling whatever,
Yeah.
but like they know what you're doing, they like your story, and they're buying the offer more for you.
Got
And
it.
I mean, it might slightly resonate with whatever they want to do in life too, but they're definitely buying it more for you.
Okay.
So your personal brand is.
So your saturation basically doesn't matter. That's
It doesn't matter.
TLDR.
No, your personal brand is remote.
Got it. Let's get back into personal branding in a couple of minutes. But like talking about like in general the offer stack, right? This is the most important one because everyone is offering, let's say, one-on-one calls, coaching calls, and everything. But what really actually, like what's the difference between a low ticket offer and a high ticket offer where you're charging like a couple of grand for it?
Yeah, low ticket offer is something that's cheaper. You don't need a sales call for it. Someone can buy directly from a website, like a digital product, a
Yeah.
playbook, a guide,
Yeah.
some SaaSes even,
Yeah.
apps. Versus high ticket is, like one-on-one coaching, more time for money trading. For low ticket, one of the best things you can do is have a low ticket offer and then funnel them to a high ticket offer. So let's say you are a Reddit SaaS, right? Your low ticket offer can be your Reddit SaaS. Like I have some mentees that literally have Reddit SaaSes that help you grow on Reddit. So someone might be paying them $49 a month to use their Reddit tool to grow on Reddit and generate sales for the business. But you still have to use a tool. You might get lazy. You might not do it every day.
Yeah.
So the upsell, the high ticket offer would be a done for you service where you run a Reddit agency as well. And you do all the scripting, all the posting, all the growth, right, for a company. And you might charge $3K a month.
Yeah. There's a lot of nuances between, so this is what they call the offer ladder, right? So you have a low ticket, you have the mid ticket, and then a high ticket. I also do an offer ladder as well. So I have a mid ticket as well, and then I upsell them for a high ticket for one of my coaching program. I really think that's one of the best methods to really, scale your coaching business because it's very easy for someone to spend $500 or $300 on an impulsive purchase like a cohort and then upgrade towards a one-on-one if they see that the person is credible or they trust in me, once if starts seeing value in whatever that I'm delivering, they're pretty much happy to like upgrade towards one-on-one even without a sales call. I've done it multiple times. What do you think about that? Because there are nuances that should I only have like one flagship offer or should I have the offer letter as a beginner, right? Again, like taking that perspective.
If you're a beginner, 100% have low ticket first.
Okay.
That's going to help you understand the info space, right? How to sell in it, how to deliver value, right? And get you trained to deliver more value than whatever you're pricing it at. 'Cause that's the model you want to always have. Whatever you're
Okay.
delivering is higher value than the actual cost.
So when you mean low ticket, it's like digital products, your ebooks, your community access, everything, right?
Yeah, school community,
Yeah.
playbooks, guides, apps even. But yeah, you can start with a community
Okay.
and like guides, sure.
Okay. And mid ticket is cohorts, courses.
Yeah, cohort, a course. Like
Yeah.
for example, your low ticket is a guide on how to start a business or a personal brand. A mid ticket can be a cohort, whereas a group coaching,
Yeah.
and then the high ticket can be one-on-one coaching.
Can you give a price range of these tickets?
Yeah, sure. Low ticket, a guide can be like $100,
Okay.
and then
Oh, I thought it was like $10, $20.
I mean, you could have like
Yeah.
$19.
Yeah.
Low ticket has a range, right?
Yeah. Okay. Until $100.
Yeah, it's $100, and then mid ticket can be like a $500 course you have.
yeah.
Just videos. You don't talk to the person. You just buy a digital video.
Anything less
set.
than $1,000.
Yeah, less than $1,000. Some people I think say under 2K.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Some people say the rule for a sales call is anything above 3K, you have to have a sales call.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then high ticket can be like, I mean, I don't know, anything, man.
Sky's the limit.
25K or something. like, who knows?
Yeah. Got it. So, yeah, let's talk about like what is ICP and how important it is, because there are again like offers can be either targeted to one kind of people or for everyone. What's your take on that, and what would you recommend to a person who's just starting out?
Yeah, I think if you're trying to sell to everyone, you sell to no one, right? So you have to have an ICP. So for those who don't know, ideal customer profile, basically the exact archetype, exact person you're selling to. So some people get really dialed in with their ICP, like their interests, their age, their gender, their race, their religion, their buyer behavior, where they are located even. So you want to get as many details of your ideal client as possible. Get someone that matches that ICP, and then find other people who match your first client. Right? That's your ICP.
Okay, so do you mean to like raw dog the first customer and then map it?
Yeah. I mean, you could have your ICP before you actually go ahead and like start doing outreach and whatnot. But some businesses you can just have it very general, cast a big net, and see who really falls into that net.
Okay, and then once you have a client, rip a case study out of it, and then
niche down. Yeah.
Niche down to the same exact people, because it's easier to get more clients from that case study.
When I first started helping other people build their businesses, I had real estate agents come in, and what I would do was I use them as case studies to get other real estate agents.
Okay.
Right, and then somewhere along the road, an engineer came in. Now I use that software engineer's case study to get other software engineers.
Got it.
Right, so that's how it starts. You cast a wide net, then you can niche down later.
But don't you think like kind of niching down in the beginning, like understanding who your ideal customer is, don't you think that is going to be easier for you to also market them in the beginning? Because especially if you're thinking a person who's just starting out, let's say I only work with a woman who is under 35 years of age, teaching them sales, right? Don't you think like you can directly talk to them on your content so that like you're going ultra niche?
Yeah, so like I mean, I see both ways working. That's the
Okay.
thing, right? Because when I first started, I did general.
Okay.
And then I niche down. But I think now I see a lot more people niching down from the jump,
Yeah.
and they'll just test it. If they don't get a hit, they'll switch their entire ICP to someone completely
Got
different
it.
and attack that market. So I think the general route you can get success faster if the ICP route you don't get initial traction with. So like to word that a bit better, if you because think about it, if you pick your ICP and you fail, now you gotta restart the process for another ICP, another ICP. In general, you're kind of like trying all at once.
Yeah.
So I can see both ways working. Honestly, I wouldn't just pick one. I want to say one is better than the other.
So anything works in your...
In the beginning, yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, you always want to eventually do the ICP route.
Okay.
That's how you're going to maximize whatever niche you're in.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, you can be a bit general. I see a lot of coaches who are general in the beginning. They'll just say, "I help you scale personal brand."
Yeah.
But then they'll niche down and say, "I help health creators scale
Or
their
we
personal
see,
brand."
yeah.
Exactly right.
Got it. I personally think like having an idea in your head, like having, okay, like in the future down the line, I'll be niching it down to this particular industry, would help you like get started with general people, because I can primarily like jump from one industry to another industry if I have like adjacent topics. For example, like there's not a lot of difference if I'm switching from, like helping coaches build their personal brands to helping agency owners build their personal brands. they're like different niches in general, but they're not much of a difference if I have to take it from a content standpoint. And I think like that is going to help you, like especially if you're starting out, so that you can kind of niche it down later on. Once you start like picking a sub niche, I would say, like, is it a sub niche? No. So it's a more broader than niche, right?
Like a Tam and a Sam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just understanding like, okay, like this is the kind of people that you're trying to reach out to. For example, entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
That's a broad general niche. And then doctors, for example, is a broad different niche. So if you have that at least in mind, if you're starting out, I think down the line you can kind of niche it down to each and respective categories of that big niche.
Yeah, and then, I mean, eventually, if you want to like become bigger than, I guess, your brand or bigger than life in a way,
Yeah.
you will eventually have to go general.
Okay. So
Right.
okay.
Like ICP will only take you so far, but if you want to like really like dominate,
Yeah.
you have to go general.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's speaking like hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, millions per month. Like most people aren't even gonna get to that
Yeah.
level, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so that is the end road. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
you see it a lot of
Yeah.
top coaches and
So it's like general to niche and then niche to general again.
yeah, basically.
So
Yeah,
okay,
at the big
That-
level.
that's an interesting insight. Yeah, the last one, which is pricing. So again, I think we already discussed about this, starting with low ticket and everything. But like, how do you even decide about a high ticket pricing of it?
Yeah, I look at market rates,
Okay.
what my contemporaries are charging,
Hmm.
and I also like try to look at what I'm offering and what I think the value would be.
Okay, the
like a
ROI, right?
Yeah, like ROI, a fair value assigned. Now with things like personal brand, it's priceless.
Yeah,
And
true.
like you can go as high as you want
Yeah.
because with a personal brand, the amount of upside you have money wise is a lot.
Yeah,
A lot. Same in the AI space. Like AI is super hot right now. So like the potential is crazy. So like you can technically price as much as you want, but you also have to look at how much can you provide someone, right? If you're charging someone like 50 grand and you don't provide that much value, it's a really bad look.
yeah,
So you want to like price fairly.
yeah. So talking about, okay, like what value and what kind of ROI am I going to generate to him, and then based on that, you kind of have to. Do you have like any formula towards it? Like,
So I look at the success of current mentees I've had, like ones that have made 6 figures, ones that have made 5 figures. I'm like, all right, so if they're making, let's say someone makes so I had a mentee his first week in the program made 5K, right? So now I'm like, all right, if I'm charging 5K and this guy did it in a week, right? I'm obviously undercharging.
yeah,
So that means I could up to 8K, right? And that if that happens again, you know, oh yeah, 13K, right? And you keep going until you find that limit of like, okay, it's hard to consistently provide value, right? At this rate. But I think, for example, personal brand, it's just so priceless.
True.
Like if you are a personal brand coach and you've done the process, like I've been on YouTube twice, Instagram currently, and you can tell someone the exact blueprint and they're actually following it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they can be the next version of you.
True.
Right. So if you're making, let's say 50, 60 grand a month or 20 grand a month, in the future, they can be making the same amount. So in cases like that, it really is priceless.
true.
So
But also, it also comes with what are the deliverables that you are doing in your offer as well, right? So how would you stack to make it as beefy as possible?
yeah. Personal brand, obviously, like helping you build like better YouTube videos or Instagram
Yeah.
content, whatever personal brand, whatever content niche you're in or platform you're in. And then personally, I would add AI systems.
So do you mean like including personal branding services, any offer that you're doing?
Well, it depends on the niche. I think finding like whatever value at the highest, like what's the
Oh,
highest
yeah.
value you can give someone in this niche,
Hmm.
and then building an AI system around it too. Because
Okay.
I think that's unavoidable now for any coach,
Yeah.
any space you're in. You have to have some sort of AI system
Yeah.
that like partners with it because it's just gonna help people do whatever you're asking them to do way
Yeah.
faster.
So do you mean like softwares,
Software,
systems? Okay. So
softwares.
including that. Okay, that's like one layer on top of it. And maybe like the second layer could be like the number of one-on-one calls that you're doing or the group calls that you're
Yeah,
doing.
one-on-one calls, group calls, video modules.
Okay, video
um,
modules.
Yeah, all that stuff just has to be there. Like you have to have
Okay.
one-on-one calls, you have to have group calls, you have to have video modules.
Okay. What about done for you?
Done for you is, I mean, that's another offer, right? That's more, you don't really need video modules for
No,
that.
like, are you including any done for you systems in the because like certain coaches also what they do is like on a very premium level, right? They also do is like done for you content strategy or like done for you scripts, something like that.
Yeah, I'd say done for you. I think the more done for you give, the higher the value of the offer automatically.
Okay, so the
right?
pricing also rises up.
Yeah, like if you're giving a bunch of different AI systems that they
Yeah.
can just copy, rebrand,
Yeah.
like I do, then I mean you can jack that price up. If you're giving them pre-made YouTube scripts that have been proven to convert, you can jack that price up. So
Makes
there's so many
sense.
things you can do that are done for you that will automatically jack your price up.
Got it.
because it takes out the effort that they would have to do manually otherwise.
Got it. And let's talk about pricing models in general, bro, because like for certain coaching programs, it's like upfront fee. For some coaching programs, it's like a monthly retainer or a subscription basis. And for something, it's like I get you this result and you give me this much amount of money. What do you think works the best for someone who's just starting out?
For if you're just starting out, I would say rev share.
Okay, rev share.
Because you have no case studies, no proof that you can do good at whichever you're offering.
Yeah.
So having rev share is they're safe, the client's safe, and you're also only getting paid based on the results.
What's a benchmark number that you would suggest anyone?
For rev share, you charge 30%.
30% flat.
Yeah.
So if they're making $1,000, you get $300 out of it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The higher the better. I mean, if you negotiate, but I think 30% is fair.
Got it. Makes sense. So let's get into the main part, which is the marketing and personal brand. So as of now, for someone, let's say like Varshad, like he knows exactly what offer that he needs to do. He understood like what program that he has to build, how he should charge his entire program. He knows who exactly needs to where to target and which needs to really dive into. Now let's talk about like building the actual personal brand. Like this is the marketing funnel which actually attracts his buyers. So what exactly is a personal brand?
Yeah, I'd say the difference between personal brand and what people usually think a personal brand is that a personal brand isn't just posting content.
Yeah.
Right? A personal brand is positioning yourself as someone who's a leader or someone who's actually trying to become a leader in a space and just documenting what you've done, what you're doing, and who you are all in one. Right? So it's adding a personality to your content on top of providing value. And just documenting exactly what you're doing.
No, that really makes sense. Because like you spoke about like what other people think that personal branding is. I call it an Instagram account, right? People post some AI-based ChatGPT content ideas, just ask it, hey, like 5 viral ideas in my niche, and then just talk about it, right? I think that's pretty much everyone is doing right now, and that's not building a personal brand for you just because you have a name on your account. Right, I think a personal brand is something that is completely well-rounded of the information that you're sharing, of the personality that you have, and how you are going to relate with it. Right, that's what a lot of coaches also get wrong. So, like first of all, like why, as a coach or a service provider on the online space who wants to make money, who want to build a business, why do you think a brand is important than an Instagram account?
I mean, a brand is what separates you again from everyone else. It's your moat.
Yeah.
There's so many coaches now in like personal branding, AI, all these spaces. So why should someone trust you over them, right? That's where your brand comes in, your credibility, your authority, things you've done, people you've helped in the past, your storytelling, right? Of storytelling of your own journey, of testimonies. It's really gonna become a battle of who has the most trustworthy brand.
Got it.
Why are you gonna trust Apple? Because it has the most trust built up over the past couple of years. I mean, everyone knows the iPhone stinks, right? There's no like new updates every year, but everyone still buys it because they have all the credibility and the brand value.
So, what do you think are the key elements someone should really take into consideration if I am going to become an entrepreneur trying to get clients from my personal brand?
This is great. I just made a YouTube video on this, literally. Like I'm thinking of the script that I wrote. But the biggest thing you want to consider is your positioning. Right? Do you want to target really super high premium clients? In that case, you have to give off a premium vibe. I'm kind of against like the whole like fake it.
Yeah.
And a lot of coaches like, oh my God, I fake so much, right?
True.
Rent cars, rent this. They super high quality content, slick back hair, doing this. I hate that shit. I think you should be yourself because people resonate with that so much. A lot of people who sign up for my coaching, and I have like I've done like helping people build AI businesses, but I've also been doing other coaching in the back end, right? Like for YouTube and stuff like that. And one of the biggest proponents of them buying into what I'm selling is my brand. Like that, oh man, like we love your story, like I resonate with it, I like it, I want to work with you. Right? It's like, I want to work with you. Not even just, I want to get this result. I want to work with you. I just want to work with you.
Okay. So they're not buying into what you're selling. They're buying into you in general.
It's a mix, obviously. Like if I'm selling like cooking classes, I can buy it, right? But my brand does help a lot. You know, like me being open, me being very honest online and just transparent. Like I talk on my content how I talk in real life.
Got it.
How I talk on this podcast. I mean, maybe I'm not cursing on this podcast, but otherwise, like I'm very like blunt and straightforward. I think if you are more yourself on your content and your brand, it does reflect to the end consumer.
Yeah.
And if you're faking it, that will also reflect to the end consumer.
Bro, actually, like I told you, right? I saw you from your SAD classes and your videos. One thing that really fascinates me is how you've changed your positioning from teaching people how to get crazy marks in your SAT math, your SAT English,
Yeah.
taking mock tests on your YouTube videos, to actually documenting your life about getting a software job, how to become a software engineer, developer, and everything. Teaching about coding, I guess, right? And then you went into AI agents and everything, and then teaching people how to do it. How did you even transition from one completely different niche to completely different niche, and then selling AI right now?
Yeah, I'd say one, make a new account. Definitely that helped. 'Cause I know on YouTube I was trying to do it all in the same account.
Yeah.
And the algorithm, the way it works, it's just gonna test their content against initial
Wait,
audience.
the YouTube account that you have is same, right?
No, it's different.
Oh, it's different?
Yeah, because my SCT one has 80,000 subscribers. This one has 52,000.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So yeah, so I almost grew two YouTube accounts. You know.
Okay.
So yeah, so have a different account, and yeah, I mean you have to kind of trick this algorithm in that case because it's only going to test your content to your initial audience. And if I'm full of SAT students, they're not going to want to learn about AI or coding. So yeah, make a new account. Second, the same practices apply like for any personal brand. Like be yourself, create content where you're telling your story and providing value.
That's how you stay relevant, right?
Yeah, what you gotta tell your story so people know who you are, and then provide value so they actually care about what you have to say because they know you have value in what you're saying.
True. So, again, just coming and doubling down on standing out, right? That is exactly what's important, especially in the in the era that we are in, because everyone's just creating content right now. Everyone wants to make a money. Everyone wants to build a coaching business out there, and everyone's just left, right, center copying other people, right? Like that's the
game content.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. But I don't think everyone is making money when they're copying other people. Because right now, bro, if I look at your content, it's completely different from other AI creators out there. Like you definitely stand out. Again, it's because you share the stories as well. But what do you think else matters as well apart from just your story?
I think the value you're providing. So,
Okay.
for example, my niche, everyone was on the end-to-end hype, like sharing end-to-end
Yeah,
workflows. I mean,
yeah.
I did it too for a little bit, but then I was like, all right, this is boring. And second, how can I kind of turn this into a journey? Like, yo, I was building end-to-end workflows for clients. So I was like, how can I turn a client story, even if it's like a small 1K project, right? How can I turn this into a cool story? Where I'm like, hey, look, this is where I started. This is what I decided to do. This is how I made 1K doing that. Right, and turn into a story so someone can see like how it went from start to finish versus here's a workflow, here you go, I sold this before, here you go. Right,
Okay.
there's no story attached to it.
Yeah.
A lot of it is storytelling.
Got it.
Right, if you're able to storytell whatever you're building, in like a documentary type way, I think that resonates a lot with people. Like one of the formats that has been ripping for my content is like me saying, yo, you won't believe what Claude Code built, and then showing what Claude Code built on my computer, and that rips every time because there's like some sort of storytelling there. Versus, I don't really see that on other people's content.
And I think that also fascinates me is that, see, you don't flex all the numbers, you don't flex any cars, your watches, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But you still attract high-ticket clients.
Yeah.
What do you think? So first of all, do people have to flex that in order to attract premium clients?
No, I mean, I don't. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So
Like,
how do you do that?
Yeah, one, you don't have to like. I think if you're doing it, it does attract some ICP, like the people who are just they fall for anything online. But the people who actually see through all of that, then they're not going to trust you anymore because they know you're faking it.
Yeah.
I think again, if you're just being yourself online, and 'cause I think everyone has like a pretty solid personality. I think like it's very hard to be a bad person.
True.
Right? So if you're a good person and that can resonate on camera, people are just going to trust you and they're going to want to work with you. And I mean, I feel like if I showed off like this watch or if I don't even have a car, but if I bought like a cool car and started ripping it and showing it off, I will get people 100% like, oh my god, I want to be like you. I want your lifestyle. Pay you X amount. But it's at that point, there's in it for the vanity. And from a money perspective, yeah, sure, it's more income. But at the same time, there's also people that I probably just don't want to work with personally. And I think once people start seeing that you're working with like real people who aren't just like in it for the vanity, but they actually want to build something relevant. Like, oh, I like this community. Oh, I like the people he's working with. I want to work with him as well. He's working with people that are similar to me because I don't care about that showy stuff.
Cool. Makes sense. And I also think like if you're trying to flex everything, right? Everyone who's people who are trying to pay the premium prices will definitely see through that. Like you'll attract broke people instead of actually attracting high ticket people, because that's exactly what like a lot of personal branding experts talk about in general, to like just talk about the value, because the people who are actually are able to invest into something like this so huge amount, right? They don't even care about which car you're driving, what are you wearing and everything. They only see the value that you're providing to people.
Yeah, I mean, a premium lifestyle, I'm not gonna lie, I say it doesn't help at all. It does help, right, to some
Okay.
extent. Like maybe, like what I do is maybe I show that I'm in New York City, right?
Yeah.
But it's like things I'm regularly doing. It's not like I'm going out my way to rent
Yeah.
a car to
Yeah.
then, like that's stupid.
Like Daniel Dillon. Right?
Yo, best
Yeah.
person brand
Yeah.
creator, 100%
Yeah.
the best. Like he's just showing what he's naturally doing. He
True.
naturally drives a Porsche, right? It's
Yeah.
his everyday life,
Yeah.
right? He doesn't flex it at all. I don't even know how the outside looks like yet. I don't even know how the inside looks like. I
Yeah.
don't even know how the outside looks like.
Yeah.
So that's like pure documentary and just documenting exactly what you're regularly doing, and you're not trying to be special for the camera.
It looks cinematic also.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, his storytelling is
Yeah.
like second to none.
True. So let's deep dive into the content strategy. Like, because in the initial of the podcast, you talked about like how top of the funnel content, middle of the funnel content, as well as the bottom of the funnel content, right? And as well as having YouTube as a back end nurturing platform as well. So, what is your content theme? What do you say, like content buckets right now? What is your content strategy right now that you would also recommend for someone who is just starting out? For someone to get to 10K a month.
So when I was trying to experiment my content formats, because there was a point where my Instagram content wasn't really getting pushed, and I was kind of in a rut. So I tried so many different formats. And then what I found was my Claude Code one, where I show my face in the screen. That started ripping. And then me sitting in front of my whiteboard started ripping.
Yeah.
So then I started just finding those content formats that are already working, and I just kept using those. At first, I started copying other people's formats, because that's just what people do in content. It wasn't really working for mine. And the ones that would definitely work, I just didn't want to do those types of content pieces. So then I was like, all right, what's the format that resonates with me that's working for someone else?
Okay.
It was really hard to find though.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me just be original. And that worked, the
Okay.
the originality part worked. But otherwise, if you're just starting out, you probably lack that creative knowledge of how to be original, but still have proven formats in a way. I would just look at what other creators in niche are doing and try to copy their formats in the beginning.
Okay.
Like to stand out, sure, you have to have your own formats. But in
Yeah.
the beginning, it's totally fine just copying hooks, copying formats, copying styles.
Okay.
So many creators do that all the time.
So not exactly copying word to word, but like copying the structure,
Yeah, the structure, the hook,
skeleton.
maybe. Yeah.
the hook, the duration of the video, or the how the video is shot, how the video is edited, and everything. And value. What about the value? Like,
I mean, if it's like for example, end-to-end workflows, there's so many Instagram
Yeah.
creators that came up because the end-to-end, boom.
Yeah.
So they all just they did the same thing where they showed their end-to-end workflow and said comment down, and if you want this, and then the end-to-end workflow was sent to them. So that was a value.
but do you think like if everyone is doing the same thing, why would someone buy from you again?
So the thing is, there's so many eyeballs.
Okay.
Right. So like, it's not like every person in, let's say you have an AI business and you're selling to like HVAC companies, and a lot of people are doing HVAC companies right now. But there's so many more HVAC companies that have never been approached by an AI business. So there's so many eyeballs right now on the
Okay.
scene. It's new. The AI industry is new. The content person branding is new. So we're in like a gold rush right now. So that's probably why you can get away with the saturation of the market,
Okay.
as they say.
So you can still get clients even after copying other people because you're getting a lot of eyeballs.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. So what are the content buckets that you have in general right now for your personal brand?
I'd say just talking head, sharing a story, giving value in that sense, showing a real project being built out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
documenting the real project.
Yeah, documenting like real the business building. And then the last one would be bottom of the funnel content. So like mentee testimonies,
Okay.
working with mentees live, just to show like that aspect of, hey, look, this is me actually working with the mentee.
Yeah.
So some people might, I don't know, some people might think that you don't actually have mentees or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know, right? So I think people love live training because
Yeah.
they can see how you're talking to a person. Like,
Okay.
oh, if that was me, this is how Ritesh would talk to me. This is how
Okay.
he would train me. And
Okay.
it gives them better context on what they can expect working with you.
Yeah. No, like completely like let's divide your entire content into multiple categories, right? Let's say the top of the funnel content. And what are the kind of content themes that you would like to include there to get more eyeballs?
How to start a business.
Okay, how to
Yeah,
start a business.
Like
with
my
AI.
recent YouTube video has 72,000 views.
No, specifically Instagram right now.
Oh, it's Instagram? Oh, okay. How to start AI business.
Yeah.
Usually, if content works on one platform, it usually works on another platform. Like
Okay.
LinkedIn, X, you can repurpose it.
Okay.
But yeah, how to start a business would be number one, top of the funnel. And middle of the funnel would be me showing like steps. Like let's say there's 5 main steps.
Let's think, right?
Mhm.
I have no idea about what content is. I
Yeah.
have no idea about what top of the funnel content is. I have no idea about what Mofu,
Yeah.
nothing, right? I just want to be like you,
Okay.
right?
Right.
I just want to be like you. I want to build. So forget like be like you, but like 10K a month. That's my goal right now with my coaching business. Now I want an entire content strategy for short form content as well, which is going to be your Instagram or LinkedIn, and long form content as well for YouTube.
Okay.
So what are the formats that you use? What are the content themes that I need to use, right? And how do I structure my top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel content? And what should be the good ratio of, content that gets me good traffic and content that actually nurtures people?
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna speak as if you are someone who wants to start an AI business because that's where I'm most
Yeah.
going for. I would start top of the funnel content. Just be very general.
Okay.
Right. If you want to be, let's say you want to be an AI coach, right? Talk about very general how to start an AI business.
Okay.
So anyone can relate to it and keep it super, super simple. I know there's like something called the Hemingway calculator. If you can put your script in it, and it will tell you if it's readable for a fifth grader.
Okay.
That's what it should be. Right? That's good top of the funnel content. Anyone can hear it.
So explain what top of the funnel content is.
Yeah, top of the funnel content is basically content that brings any eyeball to who you are. Right?
Okay.
It talks about the problem from a very general perspective, problem aware.
Yeah.
Basically, right? So just getting people to know more about the business, the how to like make money in it.
Yeah.
Just understand more about the business.
So what do you think about in an audience perspective when you're creating such content?
I think of it as if for someone who's completely new to the space had no idea what the hell this is,
Yeah.
will they understand what I'm saying? And how can I make them understand what I'm saying? How can I introduce them to this new opportunity?
Okay. It's like basically me walking onto the street and explaining what I do for a living.
Yeah, like introduction.
Introduction.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would a random person would like to know about me in general? So it can be about my lifestyle as well. It can be about my business as well. All the general questions like how do you make money? What is AI?
Yeah.
These type of content pieces
Yeah.
you're talking about.
And what do you do?
Okay.
Yeah.
So these content pieces are going to attract a lot of eyeballs onto your profile.
Mhm.
Now, what is the middle of the funnel?
The middle of the funnel is showing how you're making money,
Okay.
right? So I would say for me, it's so like you have a problem aware, solution aware, right? So now you're looking at, okay, so this guy's talking that he says he makes money with AI. What does
Okay.
that look like, right? So middle of the funnel can be you showing an app you built. Like, look, this is an app I built. It makes $5,000 a month, right? That's middle of the funnel. Now they see when you said, oh, I make money with AI, now they actually see how you're doing so.
Okay.
Whether it be maybe you're selling an app or you're selling solutions to like HVAC companies or
Okay.
showing builds.
So it's like basically how to do a certain thing, or is it just like showing what exactly?
I think showing like a process.
Showing a process. Okay.
So if it's not AI, it could be anything. Just whatever you're coaching, showing a process, middle of the funnel.
Okay. Makes sense. Give me some examples of the ideas.
For middle of the funnel,
Yeah.
like say live builds, like showing what you've built. Let's say you're not an AI. I think how to create your first Instagram reel.
Okay.
I think that's good middle of the funnel. How to the 5-step blueprint to build a personal brand.
Got it.
That's good middle of the funnel. 'Cause it's like actionable steps people can follow.
Got it. Got
Yeah.
it.
Like
So someone who
guides.
knows exactly why personal brand is important, and now they want to get into building personal brand. Now that becomes the middle of the funnel content
Exactly, yeah.
because they're already problem aware. Now they have to be solution aware.
Yeah, they have to figure out, okay, we know that personal brand is a great opportunity, but what does that look like? How can I monetize this?
Okay.
So
Understood.
that's where this guides and the steps come in.
Got it. Got it. So now explain me what is bottom of the funnel.
Bottom of the funnel is like hardcore, as a coach, hardcore selling, right? Or you're kind of you're basically trying to convert your audience into whatever you're offering. So for coaches, you are showing an example of you coaching a student,
Okay.
right? Or if you're starting out, you're showing an example, you're coaching like your brother or your sister,
Got it.
right? You explain to someone, hey, here's how you can make money, right? Here's the exact steps you follow.
Okay.
So it's kind of almost like middle of the funnel, but you're showing a actual person on the other side. I think that's
Got
one of
it.
the best spot on the funnel.
Is that the only content? For example, if I don't have another person who wants to come onto the camera, what should I do?
Yeah, some people argue that like live deep dives of you like creating the Instagram reel. I give the example of like the middle of the funnel can be a guide on creating the Instagram reel. Bottom of the funnel can be like a screen recording of you going through the exact process of building your first Instagram reel.
Got it. But do you think that also applies for like Instagram as well?
No, yeah, I'm saying for Instagram.
Okay, for Instagram.
Yeah, for
okay.
Instagram.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah. Or outlining processes, like usually anything in screen share is end up being bottom of the funnel
So
content.
the Miro board videos and
Miro
everything.
boards, Excalibur draws.
Yeah.
Just showing like outlining detailed processes, like very in depth.
Got it. Makes sense. Let's talk about like, do you have any content themes that you really specify about, like certain topics that you want to talk about on your personal brand? Do you think like anyone who's just starting out should stick to certain topics that they can create content about?
I mean, as long as the topics somehow relate to whatever you're selling, sure. I think, for example, one of my content themes is escaping the 9 to 5 because
Okay.
I used to, work a 9 to 5
So
job.
that's like a vibe.
Like a vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
Like being an entrepreneur, not having to answer someone with a suit,
Yeah.
right? Running your own time, being on your own time.
Mm.
So I speak more about, like that. That's like a big theme of my personal brand. Another theme is obviously AI. I use
Yeah.
AI a lot.
Yeah.
So you can speak about what AI is, latest AI news, some example things you've done with AI. So anything AI because it directly relates to your brand. So it does open up a lot of like avenues for you.
Got it.
You know.
So it's basically like a, what do you say, an intersection of all the personalities that you have and what your interests are combined together. Is that
That's
what
the
do you
main
say?
theme.
Okay, that's
right?
the main
And
theme.
then like
Okay.
individual themes can be like each interest,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So let's talk about like how can someone get growth on Instagram?
I feel like I'm better with YouTube, but with
Yeah.
Instagram, I think one ManyChat is great. Like
Okay.
when you give value and they have to follow you first, that
Yeah.
will for sure boost your followers. Second, storytelling content and series content. And I feel
Okay.
like I can do a better job with series content, but series, I think Instagram was purposely ripping series
Yeah.
for a
True,
while. Yeah.
True.
It's like day 1, day 2, day 2, day
True.
4. Though that builds a great personal brand. It gets
Hmm.
people to follow your journey and it results in a lot of followers.
Do you do that now?
Nah, I don't. I
Okay.
should. I should,
Okay.
though. Yeah,
Okay.
I definitely should.
So you think like formats like series and like, what do you say? The first one was
Series and
storytelling content.
yeah,
works a
storytelling
lot.
content works a
Yeah.
lot because it shows more about who you are, right?
True.
And as well as the ManyChat stuff.
Okay. So like comment this,
Yeah,
boost up your engagement.
Mhm.
You get more eyeballs.
that's how I got my first million view reel. It was ManyChat.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
We are doing a unpaid promotion for
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point. But yeah, what else? Give me some growth hacks.
growth hacks.
Yeah.
I mean, what they say, 80% is the hook, right? So get the hook right.
Yeah.
You get the first frame right.
The
Like,
first frame, right?
The first frame, like Ashton Hall does a phenomenal job. Like,
Oh,
if you were to stop
yeah.
at 0.5 seconds in his reel, 0.1 second, right? What's the first thing you see when you
The
slide
bottle
up, right?
falls.
It's like something crazy.
Yeah.
Or it's like him super jacked, super ripped, and you're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And you stop. So the first frame is very important.
So the visual hook.
Yeah, and the text hook and the audio hook,
True.
right? But for the first frame, yeah, just the visual and the text. Some people add their text after a second on the screen, which is stupid. You should add your text right from that first frame. It should
Yeah.
start with second 0.
Makes sense.
That helps a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me more. Does hashtag matter?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you should have hashtags that revolve around like whatever content like is based around, but it's not gonna make or break your content. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Because I know a lot of people who obsess over captions, so obsess over like they do an complete SEO optimization for their
So I have heard that writing like a bit, not hashtags, but writing a long caption with keywords
Yeah.
does help your Instagram reach.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's a
many times.
controversial take, bro.
That's something I've been doing actually. Yeah,
Oh, you've been doing
Yeah, I
that?
started doing that. Yeah. Where I write like long ass essays on my captions as keywords. Yeah.
Why? Like, did you see a jump in like performance?
I don't know. I did, but
You did?
it could have been because one of my reels went viral and just resulted in a lot of other reels going, getting more views. So they say correlation doesn't mean causation. So I don't know.
Okay.
This is correlation. It's causation.
Do you think like Instagram is what do you say, getting to know more about your content when you write it better instead of you?
Yeah, it could be. I know YouTube looks at your transcript of the video.
Yeah.
So maybe Instagram is something very similar with the captions.
With the captions.
So I mean that's something you have to ask the Instagram CEO, right? But I've heard that's the hack. And then uploading on edits, uploading via edits app and not.
Oh, really? So I've been seeing a lot
Yeah.
of people doing that, but I have no, what do you say? I've done a couple of videos like that, but I actually edited them on Edits app.
Yeah, so Instagram came out. So the CEO literally said that we were pushing
More
videos
edits.
uploaded that through edits app.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So that was. I mean, I don't know if they're still doing it, but that he did admit that. So
Okay. So
is true.
a hack for you. So let's talk about story sequences.
yeah, amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Good
Whoa.
for CTA. Good
Yeah.
for like driving actual
Tell
traffic.
me, like, because a lot of people, especially who are not into this industry, think story sequences are for a update for their lunch. Them getting a matcha, a gym pic, like that. But how do people in the info space use story sequences to get shit ton of the leads?
Yeah. So a story sequence is basically when your audience has been nurtured enough through your content. and-
Let's start from scratch. Like, what exactly is story sequence?
Yeah, story sequence is it's a sequence of stories, right? That go from like maybe a broad topic to ending with a DM me or some sort of call to action. Like DM me this keyword if you want to work with me. right? So some story sequences can be like you saying, "Hey, huge new opportunity," and then for three stories straight, you're showing examples of students you're working with and how much they're making, right? And like using the opportunity.
Yeah.
And then the final screen, the final story will be, if you want to be like them, if you want to work with me, DM this keyword, and then people will start DMing you, and then you just reply to them.
But again, like I think it only applies for like no, I think it applies for any offer. Again, like you can also do like selling for low ticket offers as well on your story sequences by just attaching the link
Yeah,
there.
the link to the school community, and they can sign up.
Exactly. With the mid ticket as well, it's the same thing. Just keyword or put a link there directly to your VSL, and then it takes to them. If it's a high ticket, it's usually DMA funnel. So people reply to that story for a call to action, and they either reply for a lead magnet, which you're going to again use it for having a conversation with them or directly getting into your funnel. But let's talk about like a structure, like a proven structure that you have, because bro, like so much amount of leads have come. Like you do a lot of leads from your Instagram as well, right? From your story sequences. Walk me through the entire structure that you have right now.
The first screen is very important because people, when they go through people's stories, they just like slide through,
Yeah,
right?
true.
So that first visual should be amazing. It's like, what the hell? Like a
Yeah.
video, something cool that will stop them. You know, they say stop the scroll on IG reels.
Yeah.
Stop the tapping for story sequences.
So just
or
like
stories.
you have a hook on your reels,
Yeah.
make sure that you have a hook for your story sequence. So let's
Yeah.
call that as a hook.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So you want to have your first screen as a hook, and then you can just show like proof of like whatever you're trying
Directly.
Yeah, just show proof. Or I mean, you could just
Give me a
describe the
copy
opportunity.
structure.
Copy structure. So start off with just the visual, and then it'll be the visual with text as the next screen.
The next one, the
right?
same visual with the text.
With text saying, it could be like a story. So what I would do is like, I recently, worked with like a 5K client, let's say, and I built him this. And then you want end with a cliffhanger. So they go to the next story. And then you can show them like the second, maybe like something you built for them, like an AI content system you built
Yeah.
for them. And like, oh, this is so cool, right? And here's how I did it as the ending.
Okay, first of all, let's give people context of what you're trying to sell here.
Let's say I'm trying to sell an AI content system
Okay.
that scripts, ideates, and researches for you.
Okay, it's a low ticket offer or
No, 3K.
okay, 3K. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start from scratch. Okay,
Right.
the hook.
Yeah, so like the hook would be a cool visual. Oh,
Cool.
what is this? And then the next text would be, this YouTube video of mine went viral, right? So they're like, well, oh, okay, and say here's how at the end, right? And at the end of that story, second screen is you showing off your content system. Like I made this video go viral using this system right here, and maybe it's a screenshot of your dashboard
Proof.
for your proof, right? That
Yeah.
it actually exists.
Yeah.
And then say, here's how this system actually made this video go viral, right? And then the next screen would be a screenshot of your AI scripting employee, your AI ideation employee, your AI research employee, and then you can end that story with, if you here's how you can use this for yourself, right? And then, I mean, also you can end it there, and the next
Yeah.
screen can just be like a CTA,
Yeah.
like
Or maybe put some proof as well.
yeah, like
Other people use
yeah.
it.
So like you say here, or you can just let's go one back. Here's examples of other people using this content system, and then you show your proof, right? And then your next one after that can be, if you want this content system for yourself, click this link below,
Yeah.
and then they could go to like a landing page, and then from there
Yeah.
they can book a call with you or buy it outright.
So to like divide this into multiple structures, the first one is a visual. Then you have the text hook, which triggers curiosity, and then towards
Example, like
leaning
live
into
proof.
it, like yeah, by
Like-
actually leading with proof, talking about okay, exactly what the system does,
What
what is
the-
the result, yeah,
What the offers, what you're selling, and then
yeah,
the proof
the
case
proof
studies,
with the case studies,
and then end with the
call to
CTA.
action. So how many slides would you recommend for a person to do?
I go from 4 to 7.
4 to 7.
Yeah, I don't go over 7.
Do you like track what happens after you go past 7?
No, I think I'd always stop at 7 because I'd personally get bored myself.
Yeah.
I actually would do like 10 sometimes, 15 even. I've seen some crazy story sequences, but like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I sometimes do like 10.
sometimes,
yeah.
sometimes I have done 10 sometimes.
10 is like max, I would say.
yeah, I agree.
I
10 is
usually like
max.
write it for 5, but then I see that text is getting more cluttered in the story sequence, so I keep dividing that into multiple
Exactly.
story sequences.
And sometimes it also looks cool, like where you shade the top black and the bottom is white. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like the point here is to make it as skimmable as possible. So because people are not like reading essays on your story sequences, they're just skimming through with good visuals on the background.
Yeah. Any text you want to emphasize, have it a whole different color.
Yeah,
So
true. So yeah, like do you have to hire a graphic designer, or you can also do it on your Instagram?
I used to
stories?
do myself. through
Yeah,
Instagram.
same.
Yeah.
Same.
So, now I'm a graphic designer. 'cause
I had a designer before, But what happened was when I started posting that, people started understanding, okay, he's going to sell me again by end of the call to action. So what I did instead was, again, like, break the pattern, right? You go back to the regular means of, like, being Instagram native, using the same fonts that Instagram has, and then doing it like a regular story sequence in between.
That's pretty good. Sharing some regular stories, right,
Yeah.
with your story via cells later on. Yeah.
Do you have like any stories strategy? Because again, like, you can do call to action stories, you can do a lead magnet stories as well. Because a bunch of people do multiple story sequences in a single week to kind of attract people, to get the engagement high, then to nurture people, then to finally sell them. Do you have something like that, or
I'd run 2 story via cells per week.
okay,
Start
whole week?
Start and end of the week, yeah.
Interesting.
And in the middle, I have a bunch of reels, and then the idea is you run profile ads sometimes, and then you can convert all the audience from like your reels, from your profile ads to paying customers with your story via cells.
Got it. But you also have highlights, right?
Yeah, highlights are also good because highlights are a way of, let's say the days you don't have story via cell up,
Yeah.
they get someone new to your account, they just look at some of the highlights, like mentees, wins, what exactly you're doing, your life. It's more about you and what you're selling.
Do you have any, what do you say, the profile optimization?
Yeah, I do. Like I have I think my I say founder and at my coaching business.
So that's your bio.
Yeah, it's on bio, and then I also have like proof. Like I've generated like millions, over 1 million for clients.
Yeah.
And then I just say, hey, if you want to work with me, CTA, call to action, and then I have my YouTube.
So what's your
video
call to
link.
action?
I think like DM me like agent if you want to work with me one
To
on one.
work one with me. Okay.
And then I have my YouTube link in the that's a one link.
Okay, so anyone who's wanting to start a high ticket coaching offer, have what do you say? So you have a business account. That's exactly why you have that page linked to it.
And that business account just has a bunch of testimonies.
Okay, but what if I don't have a testimony because I'm a...
Then you probably don't need a business account right now.
Okay, so I just mentioned
what you do.
Okay, what I do.
Yeah,
no founder.
Your value prop. Like I help people scale personal brands.
That's it. Clear bio of what you actually do. So it's basically the offer statement that you're having in your bio.
Yeah, exactly.
And then a call to action. And then if you have your YouTube, you have that in your as a first link.
Yeah.
The only link.
Yeah, for me the only link. Yeah.
Got it.
So we got a link tree, but I like having be the only link.
Yeah, I think Linktree makes it look way cluttered because you have multiple links again. What do you think about the highlights? So do you have any mandatory highlights that you want to have on your profile?
Wins. You have to have student wins. If you
I don't have wins.
If you're starting, just what you do.
Just what I do.
Yeah, personal wins.
Okay. I also think about my stories highlight as well. So like me talking about how I went from this to this and what am I doing right now with my coaching offer and everything.
Yeah, like personal brand.
Yeah. What do you think about pin post?
Yeah, I think that's good too. Same reason as highlights is someone new to your channel or your account can see more about what you're doing. Okay. Right away. And like the best version of that too.
That's like mandatory. So all of the things that we spoke about right now is pretty mandatory.
Yeah,
right?
like I know I have 2 pin posts. One is like a reel that went pretty viral of mine. Yeah. That converted a lot. Another is like my Business Insider article that they did. That's a crazy credibility.
Credibility, true, 100%.
And that's not normal. So the Business Insider, you can't pay to get on that. They have to come out to you, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So like having that as like a pin photo, like, oh, this guy's like, oh, he's
crazy.
different. He's different.
Yeah. So, more authority.
It helps, yeah.
True. Now let's get into your YouTube. That's your biggest.
Yeah, that's the biggest engine. For everything. Agency, coaching, apps. Yeah.
What do you think are the 5 rules that you need to grow on YouTube?
Have an editor, right? Okay. Or I'm
just starting from scratch.
Yeah. Get an editor.
Okay.
Right?
Still
100%, man. Editing is takes so long.
Yeah.
Copy other people's videos at the beginning.
Okay.
I recommend that. Copy their titles, copy their thumbnails, copy their hooks.
Okay. Right? That's the most important part of your YouTube video.
In the beginning, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because people usually have no idea what the hell to create, and they'll create some junk. It's better to find a proven video and just copy that.
Okay.
Yeah. Second, download video. Download. No sponsors here.
Yeah.
Download a tool that will give you the multiplier of each video.
What's that?
So it tells you how well that video is doing based on that channel's average views.
Okay.
So like one of my videos that has like 160,000 views, that's like a 50x multiplier right now because that's not normal for my channel, right?
Outlier.
It's outlier, exactly. So have a tool that allows you to do that.
What tool would you recommend?
Nah, no sponsors.
So
vidIQ. I use vidIQ.
vidIQ, okay. Yeah. Cool.
Then I would 80% of your video's performance is packaging. thumbnail, title, hook.
That's
okay?
specific to YouTube.
Yeah, 100%. Then your outros. Do not let the person know your video is coming to a close. Just close it. That's one of the biggest.
What do you mean by that?
So people say, so guys, thank you all for watching. You know, I really enjoyed this. Like, cut it, bro. Just cut it. End it. Like,
Okay,
so
so
like, after your 5th tip, say, and if you want to see me build an AI business live, watch
what's
this
the next
video
video?
next.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it. That's how it should end.
that's the outro.
Abrupt ending. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't have a whole like following the action conclusion. Just
Okay,
abrupt ending.
makes sense.
And then I think I'll say is your video length. Try to make it 9 to 11 minutes. I've seen those videos do better. Like the
So if you're
the
just
longer
starting out,
videos.
9 to 11
Yeah, 9
minutes.
to 11 minutes. Yeah, I haven't seen many 4-minute videos like do well for new channels unless it's like very like news or like celebrity videos.
It's
or things
interesting,
like that.
actually.
Yeah.
9 to 11 is a good number. So if you're just starting out,
Yeah. I think because especially if you're a coach, like you're giving value. enough
value, yeah,
in that time.
you need depth.
Yeah. What else? I think that's pretty much good. Yeah. And have your email in the description.
Why?
Brands will hit you up, and other people actually hit you up off of just your email to work with you.
Okay, what if I have links to my?
Yeah. Even if you have your link to your landing page, still
Yeah.
have your email.
Makes sense.
You get other collaboration opportunities.
Got it. So it's not just like getting people from your coaching business,
Yeah.
but also brands who want to work with you. For example, if someone's watching my podcast right now with IQ,
Yeah, no.
might
very
reach out.
IQ,
Okay, yeah,
ManyChat.
yeah, ManyChat, yeah,
Yeah.
two different, yeah. And a lot of our people, what do you say, in our space actually use those
Yeah.
software. So
Exactly. That's only
pretty
right.
good audience.
Yeah. Literally.
Makes sense. So how do you, what do you say? What is a bad thumbnail title and what is a good
A bad thumbnail
title?
is too much going on in the thumbnail. Like I think it's
Explain.
like you want 3 key elements in your thumbnail, right? No more than 3 key elements. Sometimes
Okay.
simplicity wins.
Is it sometimes or is it every
A lot of
time?
times. Simplicity
Okay.
wins. Yeah, a lot of times. Unless you're Mr. Beast. But even Mr. Beast's video, his thumbnails are very like basic.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it's
not too much going on.
True.
It's very straight to the point.
yeah, I think they have like a beach, a shark, and then Mr. Beast.
That's it. Exactly. Three elements. 3 elements is the main idea. And then A/B test your thumbnails.
Okay.
So I have different variations for each A/B test. For title,
So what do you test between both the A/B testing?
the A/B testing, I test like different thumbnail like.
No, I understand you
versions.
test different thumbnails, but like what exactly do you test?
The
in
text
that?
on the thumbnail, the actual thumbnail itself, like the entire look of it, the
Okay.
colors of it, and then I would test the titles, A/B test the titles. I would usually find winning titles, so I just look at other videos that are similar to mine
Mm-hmm.
and find how they wrote their title and just
Okay.
either copy it or play off of that.
So walk me through the ideas that you need for top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel for.
It's very similar to Instagram. Like
Same.
it's just longer form. That's all. Like my one of my top of the funnel videos is how to start an AI business, right? Well, my middle of the funnel is watch me build an AI business.
Yeah.
And my bottom of the funnel is helping a stranger build an AI business.
Like basically your mentee.
yeah. That's
Okay. So it's pretty much the same ideas, just long format
literally. Yep.
into it. Okay.
Yep.
9 to 11 minute mark.
Yeah. Sometimes even more. Like
What's the best frequency? Again, I forgot to ask this for Instagram as well. What's the best frequency for Instagram? As well
Instagram?
as
I say 5 times
a week.
Yeah.
For YouTube,
twice a week.
twice a week.
Some people do once a week, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
I like twice a week.
But like if you're starting out, you need more reps to understand.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
So do you recommend any tools here again, like whether it's for writing scripts, whether it's for like any what do you say, softwares or tools that can help people? create
Honestly, I built Claude skills
Yeah.
for ideating, scripting, researching,
Yeah.
and thumbnails too to an extent now. So like
Yeah.
I just use Claude skills at this point.
for everything.
Yeah. Otherwise, some good thumbnail like tools help find video outliers, and thumbnails, and titles. Like 1 of 10 is a pretty popular tool. vidIQ.
1 of 10?
1 of 10.
What's that?
It just shows you like a bunch of thumbnails of like your competitors and titles.
Oh,
and
interesting. That's a
yeah.
good one.
Pretty good. No, it's actually very popular.
Okay,
A lot
I
of
didn't
top
know that.
creators use
Yeah.
it, yeah. And then
I only use this one, the vidIQ.
vidIQ is good for outliers, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That's about it. I feel like Claude could either help you with the rest.
got it. But how can someone develop these skills?
Like what, Claude?
Yeah, the Claude skills for YouTube.
I mean, Claude skills, you just download them online, right? But I manually made mine. But like mine are also built off of like a bunch of videos I manually scripted, manually ideated, right? So it's like proprietary data.
Okay.
Otherwise, what you can do is you can just copy someone's video, like the YouTube link, put it in YouTube transcript, right? Get the entire transcript of the video and just build like a folder of a bunch of like transcripts that you like the way the video was like scripted or whatever. And you put into Claude and train Claude on that collection of transcripts. And it'll start writing in that voice. And you can edit it how you want. And then once you have like 5 videos created doing that, and you've edited these 5 scripts a bit to make it sound a little bit more like you can make a new folder
Yeah.
of just your video scripts, technically, right, with your voice.
Yeah.
And now you can have Claude emulate that.
Yeah. What do you think of the first 10 videos or 5 videos, I would say, that someone should definitely make if you're starting on YouTube? Do you have any?
I mean, like, if you're a coach, how to start X business or X whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Top of the funnel. The middle of the funnel is like showing some sort of deep dive process.
Okay.
And the bottom of the funnel is you helping a stranger or a past client or just your friend, someone who doesn't even know about whatever you're selling, right?
What do you think about this one? The mini course videos that people make?
Those are great. Yeah.
Okay.
The 10-hour courses, 4-hour course videos, they print. Yeah, there's 10-hour ones. Yeah, they print. They do really well because it's a lot of like nurturing for the leads.
Yeah.
And it shows a lot. It gives a lot of free value.
Do you think like everyone should make those 10 hours, 6 hours? I think like 1 hour is pretty good.
I think 4 hours is good. I mean,
4 hours?
4 hours is good. 3-4 hours. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, how bad do you want it, right? So like, how bad do you want it?
So 4 hours of a big long form video talking about your entire offer and service.
Sure. Yeah.
Crazy.
Examples and everything.
That's crazy. So yeah, you also run ads.
Not for YouTube.
Okay, for Instagram.
For Instagram, barely. Yeah. Very barely.
Do you have any strategy for someone?
I just run profile ads and
Okay.
story VSLs. That's my entire Instagram strategy. And I use organics that have already worked.
Okay,
So
organic.
I use creatives that worked organically.
So, for example, someone wants to get traction immediately. So they've been posting organic content as well, but no leads from that. What do you think he needs to do?
For ads,
Yeah.
don't do ads. Just keep doing organic until you get a hit, like a one reel that does
But
really
like it's
well.
not consistent. Let's say like he's only getting 1 client, 2 client from his organic content. He wants to get to consistent numbers, and he also like saw a lot of other YouTube videos as well where people talk about run ads.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big ads guy, so like I would say I only trust in ads that have worked organically because they're proven to convert. Or proven to like work to some extent. If he's even got 1 or 2 clients, he's probably got some organic reels that have worked. Those organic reels that worked, run them as ads.
But how do you know that those organic content actually got him the
Yeah,
clients?
it's hard to track. Unless you have like
Yeah.
maybe like some sort of DM trigger on it or whatever, or you can ask the guy directly, or I don't know. But otherwise, just look at the view count is one of the easiest metrics. Look at the saves, right? That's really good. Look at the saves for each Instagram reel, which everyone's have a lot of saves. Run them as profile ads.
That's it?
That helps. Yeah, that's like that's my main strat. Is just find organics that are working, run them as profile ads, have story
interesting.
yourselves, and yeah, very
So
straightforward.
profile ads, you mean like attracting new
Eyeballs to
your profile.
Yeah, have a lookalike audience as well.
Got it.
So
So what's your strategy for Meta? Like again, like you told me that you run profile ads, but is it just that, or you also like script any specific ads for your?
I tried. Yeah, I've tried those. I've gotten results off like DM me this keyword, right?
Okay.
As an ad. I got some results off that. I've hit 3x ROSs, but I'd say when I started doing the more of like the getting organic creatives and running them, I feel like I've had better success with that.
Tell me your structure for that for a script.
For script.
Yeah, like an ad which actually performed well, got you the highest amount
So-
of ROI.
Yeah, I mean, it was like one of my videos that it was an organic, obviously, like I said. I think it was me building something or me documenting myself building some sort of solution. I can't remember which one it was, and I just ran that as a profile ad, and like it was like 7 cents per profile visit, or like 6 cents per profile visit. So it was pretty good. Oh, my Business Insider article. I ran that as an ad.
Just that post.
Just that post.
That's it.
And I got so many new ICP like followers.
Literally the same post that you have on your pin post.
Yeah, the pinned one. That exact post I ran as an ad.
But again, like everyone doesn't have that kind of thing.
yeah,
What would you recommend for that people?
any reel that's done remotely well. Like before that one, I would just use reels. I mean, I still use reels to this day. I just reels that have worked prior. If it's like if you have no good reels, you can run DM ads. You know, it's like
what is the amount?
like it's like you run a creative, right? And in the ending, the CTA is DM me this keyword.
Okay.
DM me action if you want to work with you one-on-one. They'll DM you and you just talk to them. Your setter will talk
Your
to
setter
them.
will, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's just organic content which perform well. You're just going to run that as ads.
Yeah.
Is there any, for example, like no idea, bro? Like I don't know. Like my organic content didn't even perform well. I'm getting like 3,000, 2,000, 1,000
So then
views.
you can still run ads and run those video ads, but you're gonna have to go through a lot of testing.
Okay.
And your journey is gonna be a lot harder. A lot more ad spend, a lot of wasted dollars. That's why.
No, exactly. Like
yeah.
that out of your experience, what was the kind of ideas? What are the kind of scripts that actually work for your ads?
Testimonial based, right?
Okay.
So if you don't have testimonies, I mean, work on getting them.
So like this guy, I helped this guy go from this to this.
Yeah.
This is how?
Yeah, or the person themselves on the camera saying, "This guy helped me for
Oh,
X,
that's
Y."
it.
Yeah, that works tremendously, and yeah, I think that's the one you want to run.
No case studies.
Yeah, no case studies. Work on getting some. Right?
That's it?
Like if you don't case studies, man, running ads is like it's like a lot, not a lottery, but it's not the best. I
Okay.
just don't recommend it.
So you recommend organic better than that?
It's a great way of burning money. You know what I'm saying? If you're running ads. With
Interesting.
no case studies, no organic, nothing.
Got it. So
It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. At least me, especially in the beginning, you're gonna get so discouraged when you put 2K on ads, don't get any clients. So what the hell?
they talk about this educational ads, right? Like when you educate about a certain topic, for example, how to build a business with AI. What about that? What do you think about that? Running that as an ad?
I don't think I ever ran that as an ad, so I don't really
Okay,
know.
okay,
You know, to
got
be
it.
honest. But yeah, I mean, it sounds good, but I mean, then it should work organically, shouldn't it? You know,
Makes
in a way.
sense. So yeah, bro, let's talk about funnels.
Yeah.
What funnels do you have in general?
Man, I feel my funnel is so simple. Like
Yeah.
it's
I think you have multiple, right? Because you have a website, you have a DME funnel as well.
yeah, but it all leads to like my same landing page.
Okay.
Right? So like I said, Instagram content to DM to landing page, YouTube to landing page, or Instagram to YouTube to landing page.
Got
And
it.
then from landing page, it's my type form to filter out, leads that can't pay for it, that can pay for it. Some other words, other like questions as well to make sure that they're actually like qualified.
Yeah.
And then if they are qualified, they get routed to my Calendly to book
Yeah.
a call with my team. That's it.
That's it.
And if they're not qualified, I reroute them to my school community.
Oh, you have a school community.
Yeah, but it's free. It's nothing crazy.
Okay,
It's-
okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's there. I don't really do much in it, honestly. I gotta do better.
Got it.
I'm trying to revamp it though for like end of May.
So it's pretty much like story sequences to your DMs. You send them a VSL, the same thing, or
The visuals on my landing page.
okay. You send them the landing page on your DMs as well.
Yeah, the link.
So everyone just goes to that landing page. How is it converting so many people?
A lot of case studies.
That's it.
I mean, the VSL,
What's the structure for a very good VSL?
speak to your ICP in the beginning, talk about the pain point, try relating to them, tell your story, and then go right away into past case studies. And
In
then
the video.
Yeah, in the video, and then go into what exactly your offer is, and then go into more case studies.
So this is your VSL. Okay.
and then after
the
that,
page, yeah.
it's the type form embed. Then they do that, and underneath that is just so many
Testimonials.
testimonies.
That's it. Stack it up with
Interviews,
proof.
stack it up with proof. I have a lot of proof, honestly, and like that helps.
So with the form, what questions do you ask?
Their budget,
Okay.
their location, obviously their contact information,
Yeah.
why they will be a good fit for my program, because I feel
Okay.
like
They should sell themselves now.
yeah, I kind of it also gives me context on the person, and some people like they're kind of cooked, right? So like when I see them, I'm like, I don't think I want to work with this guy.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's just nah. Also their availability, like how soon do they want to actually start?
So based on that, you can kind of take it ASAP.
Yeah,
Okay.
how do you actually want to join, or is
Yeah.
they're trying to look for now?
Look for,
then
okay.
2 months later, I'm like,
So how do you qualify these people now based on these responses?
I mean, if they can't afford it, then there you
Yeah,
go.
that's like
That's really
straight
the main,
up.
That's
yeah.
really the main thing. And then also if they're from a lower income country, I'm more upfront about it. Like I'll text them right away. Or my
Directly
setup.
that, hey man, this is gonna cost you this
Yeah,
much.
yeah. 'Cause I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time.
True. So let's talk about what happens after the book call with you.
After book a call with me, they get like 5 emails from me.
Okay, now talk to me about your email sequences, the reminders that you have.
Yeah.
Make sure that you get as many people to show up on your call. Do you have any pre-sales page as well before the call?
Yeah.
What happens in the call?
Once they
Yeah.
once they book a call with me, they get routed to a thank you page with some YouTube videos of mine, right? That
Okay.
have worked well.
Not
and that,
sure.
Yeah, that for nurturing, as well as more testimonies. And then they get 5 emails from me from the time they book a call to the actual day of the call. And then they get reminders via Calendly as well, right? Like text reminders. Then my setter will also reach out to them, just learn more about them, understand them, show them examples of other students that are similar to them that have done well to give them more confidence.
Yeah.
And they're on the call. On the call, just walk them to a slide deck,
Yeah.
right? Talk to them, show them the price, and after
So
everything.
okay, let's already say deep dive into what happens in the slide, what happens in the pitch deck.
Yeah, so the slide deck, I go from like just telling them more about the AI space and like
Yeah.
the potential of it and the value of it. Show them testimonies again of mentees, right, that weren't on the
Okay,
website.
so wait,
Yeah.
let's start from the entire sales call structure.
Yeah.
How long is it? What
Sure.
are the questions you ask them? What are the like how do you actually discover them? How do you close them? How do you pitch the offer? How do you handle objections?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have a closer, but I also do some sales calls myself, and I honestly hate sales calls. It's just, oh my god, it
Yeah.
takes so much time. But my sales calls are probably under 40 minutes now.
Okay.
Right. They used to be like sometimes they're 30 minutes, and it's like I just say, hey, what's up? Right. Ask them why they decide to take this call in the first place, what their goals are. If it makes sense, then I say, all right, I'm gonna show you the slide deck and walk through exactly what this program offers you.
So directly to the slide deck after you have a
Yeah,
short
like
conversation. with
1.5 minute conversation.
them. Yeah.
Walk them through the industry, why AI business is such a popping industry in general, right? Kind of just enforcing,
Re-educate. Okay.
re-educating, reinforcing them on, that this is a good business to be in. I mean,
Yeah.
it is, right? And then testimonies right away.
Mm.
Like examples of students who've done over 100K, students who've done over 10K, 20K, whatever the case might be. And then go into the 16-week roadmap. I have a 16-week program. I show them like week by week what's going to go on, what are the phases. And then I tell them show them some example projects of that mentees have built, that I've built.
So, okay, the first one is basically you giving a short conversation. Then you're talking about why this is a good industry to be in, kind of reinforce them for this business model. And then directly jump into the case studies of who you have helped with. And then talk about the projects that they have built, the projects that you've built as well. And then?
More testimonies.
Okay.
Yeah, more
Again,
case studies.
yeah.
And then I do a recap of everything they're getting in the
Okay.
program, and then the price.
That's it.
It's very straightforward.
Hmm.
So
No tactics, no psychology, nothing.
I mean, I guess on the objection handling,
Yeah.
like, sure, like they'll say, "Oh, I don't know if I want to start now." Like, why don't you want to start now, right? Like, what's
Yeah.
the reason? And then honestly, don't apply too much pressure
Yeah.
on sales calls. Like my closer applies pressure, right? He applies pressure. I don't apply pressure.
Because he needs commission.
Sure, maybe that's why. I don't know. But like, I have like over a 70% close rate right now, right? So like,
70%?
Yeah, this April, my best close rate month ever. Before that, it was like 40%, like 38 sometimes.
What made that?
I don't know, honestly. Like, I think my content just shifted, and I just got like an ICP that more resonated. That was just older in general, so they understood more about business. Versus I used to have a younger audience, and they just weren't as like, well, one, affluent, and two, they didn't really understand business as much.
Okay.
Older people, they've been through it. They understand. They've been through the corporate world as well.
Yeah. Talk to me about this, right? Because in just 1 month, you have a insane amount of jump in the number of sales that you had.
Yeah,
The revenue also.
yeah. It's crazy.
What did you?
I don't know if it's
change
me or
your
Claude, man. I don't know if it's me or Claude, honestly.
Okay.
But like, also, I mean, even inside the program, the success has been crazy. Like, the guy made 5K in a single week, and then some other like SaaSes have blown up from mentees. I'm like, I don't know if it's a Claude thing that's going on. That everyone's going up, like everyone's happy, everyone's winning now. But if we go back to the coaching side of things, I mean, slide deck is also new.
What is that?
My
The slide deck. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the past 2 months I really made it, right? So
Okay. But you made this month.
no, technically start end of March.
Okay.
Or no, middle of March.
So before that, you're already closing a lot of deals.
I guess so. Yeah, I'm seeing like about 50K, 60K months, right? Like average. So yeah, before I had a slide deck before too. Just wasn't as good, I think, as this one. This one's more updated, more case studies, more testimonies.
Yeah.
Claude,
Yeah.
personal brand. Also, I didn't really reinforce personal brand before, but now I do. Right, I reinforce personal brand as well. I also think I underpriced my offer in the beginning.
Yeah.
And that made people think like it's an optional thing. But now that I think I'm still underpricing, in my opinion. People have told me that. My
True.
mentees
Yeah,
have literally
true,
told me I'm
100%,
underpricing.
bro. Yeah, I told you, yeah.
Yeah. And they also are like, I think now they still think it's more of a serious thing. Like, oh my God, like this is like definitely,
Actually,
like this is like real, right?
Yeah.
And that might help with the closing. I don't know, maybe psychology thing.
And also, like, maybe once you have that momentum of, you
Confidence. It gives you confidence, right?
Take it or leave it.
And it can also be like you don't really need the client. You don't need their money to
Yeah.
be successful, right? So I guess your mental shift is you're not desperate anymore.
Okay, let's come on to this, right? Because I genuinely believe that your mindset plays the biggest part in your sales.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, you might have the best case studies, you might have the best knowledge out there, but when you are very, very desperate, like, you're destined to, not close the client. So tell me, like, what was that mindset shift?
Yeah. I mean, luckily I have an agency, right? That gives
Yeah,
clients.
yeah.
Like, even my coaching isn't doing well, I have an agency that can back me up. And as well as content like brand deals. So that's why building a personal brand is so good. 'Cause you can launch so many businesses, right?
So you mean like even if my coaching business is not doing well, I
Yeah,
have
so
my
like I don't have that
agency
desperation in me, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So like I think maybe that's why like I was closing deals even before my slide deck was like fully flushed out.
in there. Yeah.
But
What about because for someone who's just starting out, they are desperate to get clients.
yeah, you can't let them know you're desperate. I guess yeah, you can't let them know you're desperate, man. Otherwise, yeah, they're gonna pick up on that.
Yeah.
And if let's say you're charging them like 3K for a beginner offer,
Yeah.
or I'll do it for 2.5.
Yeah.
And I'll do it 2K. I'll do 1.5. Like, even
Yeah.
not 50% at that point.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, yo, this guy's a joke.
Yeah.
So you gotta like hold your ground.
Yeah.
A lot of times if you do, you can hit people back up like a month later and say, hey man, I just want to circle back.
True. That actually increases the people signing up.
Yeah. I did that literally the other day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the people. So yeah.
Oh, so like one of my mentors actually, who was into mindset and everything, right? He told me about like, bro, like how can I not be desperate in my sales calls and everything?
Yeah.
He told me this one thing, right? The moment when you switch from actually closing him to providing him value in the sales call, everything changes. And that actually helped me a lot because when I walk into a sales call right now, I'm not trying to like sell him my course or whatever the coaching, right? It's mostly about okay, how can I provide him value? And if I'm doing that, most of the sales are like pretty much closed.
But what are you doing? How are you providing them value?
So my sales calls are not like yours. So it's not pretty much about okay, like this is the business model.
Yeah.
I usually like go very deeper into understanding okay, what is the problem, and I give them upfront value for sure. Like I talk about like how can you improve it already and give them clarity. The clarity is something that I look forward for. That aha moment. You know that when they hit that aha moment, you know, okay, they're pretty much sold now. They have the trust that I'll be the person that will be helping them with. Now the only objection for them is the price, and that's when the objection handling and everything comes into play. But until then, like I'm not really desperate about closing the client.
Yeah.
Because my sales calls are like 1 hour long. I'm trying to get them down because I recently like built an entire pre-sales page where I have like FAQs. So
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that right now.
yeah,
Actually,
bro, it is game changer.
Yeah.
Because last close that I had, I literally like did it in like half the time that I was taking. Because the moment he came to the call, he was telling me, bro, like most of the questions are already answered in that page. It's so good.
Yeah.
So I told him like, what are the questions that you have? And he actually asked me 2 questions that were not on that page.
Yeah.
And then I clarified that, and he was like pretty okay with it. And then we went forward.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I think like that definitely helps a lot.
Yeah.
And it also makes it look like your systems are dialed in. Like because they also want the same systems. Now when they look at that, they're like, okay, damn bro, like, this is exactly what I want. He's gonna help me with it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if I were to coach, so you're coaching like regular creators, or you're only coaching personal brand coaches?
Yeah, so no, I'm like basically helping people to scale their coaching businesses.
Oh,
Yeah,
valid,
with
valid.
personal brand. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, man, scaling coaching businesses, I don't know. I feel like I want to do scaling coaching businesses because like I've done it now. Try
Yeah.
6 figures a month.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so easy. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
true,
it's so
true.
easy, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But I'm good at the business person brand
Yeah.
for now. Maybe in the future.
What do you think about tracking? So like what are the things that you need to track?
Close rates, show up rates, cash collected, total revenue, average order value.
Okay.
About it for just the actual coaching side,
For the
sales side. Yeah.
Work with content?
Content for YouTube, I check new viewers and returning viewers.
Okay.
Returning viewers is important because these are the amount of views that can turn to sales,
Okay.
right? Watch engagement rate, like watch time, 23%, 25%. What is the average watch time?
What's a good number?
It really depends on like how viral your video is. The more viral your video goes, the less your watch time will be,
Okay.
like your percentage. But if you get like 30 to 40%, that's pretty fire.
I think people look for click-through rate, right?
Yeah, CTR is huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 7% plus is amazing.
7% plus. Tell me the good numbers for the initial things, the close rates, this one.
Close rate? I don't even know, man. I used to have like a 35 to 40% close rate. And
Okay.
I just recently hit the 70, right? And
Yeah.
I don't know that's sustainable. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know that's sustainable. That's actually crazy. And mind you, some people are like from LICs, like lower income countries, are are incorporated into this closing rate.
Yeah.
So I know some coaches, what they do is they only consider qualified people as part of their close rate. And at that point, they can just mark someone who's like, I don't think he was qualified. And they'll just mark him off as not qualified.
Okay, so
but-
it can be like skewed.
Yeah. Mine is like literally everyone's on a sales call, right? Lower
Okay.
income, high schooler, super old guy, does not matter. So I had 70. But I had like a 35 to 40 before that.
That's still
So,
crazy. 70 is
yeah,
crazy.
that's a big thing. Show up rate, I have like a 90% show up rate, pretty high.
Yeah.
It used to be like 60%. I did the thank you page.
What's what do you say, the gap between the person actually hopping on the sales call and booking the call, the days?
Sometimes I get day of, sometimes I get next day.
Okay, do you have any limit towards it?
I think 5 hours.
5 hours?
Like they can't book anywhere unless it's 5 hours ahead minimum. So if it's 5 o'clock, they can't book until 10 o'clock.
No,
onwards.
I don't mean that. Like, so usually they say that if I'm interested right now and I book a call right now for the next week, the chances of closing that deal becomes very low, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any minimum number for that?
Oh, I do 4 days.
4 days in.
4 days in the future.
Okay, so you intentionally block the calendar for that.
Yeah, actually, I think it's like 5 days now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think
You
it's 5
like
days.
close like that?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. No, I'll close like that.
Okay.
As long as you just text them when they do book the call.
So you keep sending them the reminders and everything.
Getting conversation with them.
So it's
yeah.
pretty much like making people show up on the call, and that's where you need the pre-sales, the pre-call page and all of that stuff. Makes sense. So even this one, right? A lot of coaches do not take payment on the call. Do you take payment on the call, like on the sales call?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
A lot of people don't do that.
What do they do?
They be like, I'll think about it and then that's it.
Oh, like on their side. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Sometimes they'll say, "Can you give me 24 hours and whatever."
Yeah.
and-
What do you think about that?
I mean, like your close rate will drop by like 70% if it's 24 hours. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's very few people actually convert on 24-hour follow up.
I actually only convert like one person
Yeah.
till date
Really, them.
for that
Wow.
reason.
Yeah. No, I convert still at 24 hours, but like it's not many. You know, like it drops a lot.
Very few. Yeah.
Very few chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So try to close on call, get them on
Yeah.
payment plan if needed. You know.
What are the best platform for someone? Again, like most of the audience are pretty much like Indian, right? So you use like fan bases, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they can use that.
Yeah. I use fan bases or WAP. Whoever gives you a
Yeah,
lower
WAP.
fee.
I think WAP is.
Whoever gives you a lower fee.
Yeah. True.
Wink,
true.
wink.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
And let's talk about like the final one, which is the onboarding and like how do you make sure that your client actually gets the results.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, I mean, when you're operating a program at scale, like you have to try your very best to get everyone results. In a perfect world, you would. Obviously, not a perfect world. Some people might not get the results that you want them to get, but
Yeah.
to do your absolute best, you should have a good onboarding that's automated, that's very like thorough. Your modules shouldn't be scattered. It should be like step by step. Like, everything should build on top of each other.
What
right?
what should someone have for their onboarding?
I think like one accesses to everything. Like let's say like a client portal or like a GitHub. In my case, I have like a GitHub access.
Okay.
A custom platform access that my mentee and I have built together.
So for a general purpose, it can be Notion, right?
Notion, yeah.
Yeah.
Other people do, I think other people do Notion custom portals.
I do Notion custom.
Yeah, like checklists, everything that they need to go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
Like that exact day.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how the onboarding should be.
Instant value.
Your calendar, yeah.
Calendar
like a
link,
Loom
yeah.
video of showing the entire whatever. Like
Onboarding process.
I have a custom built platform for my program. Like,
Okay.
all the modules, I have agents, I have everything custom
crazy.
built. Yeah.
I didn't know
So I have a video going through the platform, like how this platform works, what the resources tab does, what the activity tab does, how to use all the modules and
Yeah.
everything.
So everyone doesn't have a platform like you.
Yeah.
But like, what would you recommend for someone
I can
else?
build one for you.
If they don't have the budget,
Yeah.
what do you think is the best platform someone can start off with?
I started off with Vega AI. It's like
You told me about it. Yeah.
I actually helped them scale their business, right? And
Really?
Yeah, and they're LMS as well. Yeah, so.
Oh damn! I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty cool. And otherwise, like Thinkific isn't bad.
What is that?
Thinkific, I think it's called.
I have no idea, bro.
Yeah, that's not bad. I think people use School. I think School's okay. Like, it's
Yeah,
whatever.
School, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Circle.
Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Circle.
Yeah.
But I mean, custom's the way to go. Custom's the way to go. 100%. Custom's the way to go.
Yeah. How much do you charge for that?
It depends, man. Like depending on what the features are.
Yeah.
I had a rehab coach pay like over 5K for it, and then some people might only pay 3K. It depends on what features you want in your
Got
custom
it, got
platform. Well, if you're a coach, you should have a custom platform at this point.
Got it.
I think.
So once the onboarding is done, you give out all the resources for them. So how do you make sure that they actually do the work?
I mean, I try to follow up with them. I give them exact direct access to my calendar. I have 2 group calls per week. Like I'll text them if I don't see a one-on-one call, like some time.
Yeah.
The modules are very actionable. right? So technically on my custom platform, I can track where they're at in the
Yeah.
modules too. So
Okay, that's interesting.
So I can see like how much they've done. But I mean, yeah, that's the best I can do on my side. I try to be as like communicate with them as possible.
Yeah.
And as long as they communicate with me, you know, they see the results.
So let's talk about the team members, right? What would you recommend for someone who's just starting out? You mentioned about editor. So what's the stages of hiring people?
Get an editor first for your content, 'cause that's
Yeah.
the most time-taking task.
High leverage.
Everything else you can do yourself in the beginning.
Yeah.
Literally. Maybe
Like,
designer for thumbnails.
The
but
second
you
person
use Canva.
who can be the
Thumbnail designer,
okay.
you do it yourself as well.
Yeah.
Then now considering you're getting leads and you're getting some sales in, hopefully,
Yeah.
right? Then a setter
Setup.
for
Yeah.
Instagram, and then finally a closer.
What about VA?
I don't have a VA.
You have Claude.
Yeah, I have Claude.
Yeah.
Exactly. Use Claude Cowork. Man. Use Claude Cowork.
Nice. Talk about the mindset, bro. Like, what's the difference between someone who making 10K, someone making 50K, someone making 100K?
Yeah, 10K. I think when you hit that first 10K month, like, damn, I made it. You know,
Yeah.
that's one of the best feelings. Like 10K month was definitely more fulfilling than 50K month. Like my first 30K month was definitely more fulfilling than my first 60, 70K month, right? Cause like that 10K month is like, okay, this is not enough to sustain yourself realistically. Like, you know, 30K is like, all right, you're making like more money than you really need to be making.
Yeah.
And then 50K up is like whatever.
No, like, what do you think is like the difference of character?
Hunger. I think 0 to 10K, you're most hungry.
Hungry, yeah.
10K, 30K is more about like understanding systems to a degree, right? And then 30K onwards is just understanding how to build higher level systems and like buy your time back, like hire people, right?
But don't you think that's the same thing with 50K, 30K as well?
Well, hiring people, I don't think you need to hire as many people to get to 30K,
Okay,
50K.
so after 50K, you need hiring people.
Yeah. Unless you want to stress yourself out, yeah, 100%. After 50K, it's not scalable, honestly. After 50K, you probably want to make sure you have like a good team in place.
Okay.
Probably a team of 2, team of 3, maybe 4.
Interesting.
So, yeah, just learn how to buy your time back. That's the biggest thing. One of my when I was applying for colleges back when I was a senior in high school, I had a interview. I was applying to Harvard University.
You're applying for
Harvard.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the guy, they do interviews. So I talked to this guy. He's a business coach.
yeah.
Right? Funny now, I'm a business coach. He's a business coach for Fortune 500 companies. Yeah, big guy. And
Yeah.
he's like older. And he said, I said, what's your biggest piece of advice? He's like, delegate everything. You know, whenever you can delegate something, delegate
Yeah.
it. First, do it yourself so you know what's good, what's bad.
True.
Then delegate it.
Yeah.
So I took that to heart, and I mean, yeah, delegating is probably the best skill you can learn. So I saw in a video, I think, to go from 0 to 100K, or to go from 0 to 7 figures, you have to understand systems, right? To go from 7 to 8 figures, you have to understand hiring, right? Team building.
Yeah.
That's what separates those type of entrepreneurs. Mindset wise, man, as long as you're driven, as long as you're hungry, as long as you're willing to pivot, be flexible, and adapt, you should be fine.
How many hours do you work right now?
It depends. Monday, Tuesdays can be like 11 hours each, and then Wednesday can be like 5. Thursday can be like 5. Friday can be like 3.
Yeah.
Saturday can be like 3.
Yeah.
Sunday's 0. I don't work on Sundays usually. So
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday is my big days, and everything else is like pretty chill.
Makes sense, bro.
Yeah, systems, you know.
Yeah.
Just tell this person you do this.
I think that's it, bro. I think this is
Cool.
the end of the podcast. That was a detailed masterclass for someone who just wanted to start from scratch
Yeah, appreciate it.
to scale 10K a month. How do I end the podcast now? Abruptly.
Yeah, just keep working. Keep your head down. Don't try to flex things you don't have. Right? Don't go broke trying to flex. Right?
Yeah.
Just focus on yourself. Keep your head down, and yeah, just keep grinding, keep working, man.
All right, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mike's in the way. Yeah, thanks, man.
Cool.
Real quick, Kevin is an amazing editor. I highly recommend working with him. I told my editor that.
Okay.
I'll clip that for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.